MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Cincinnati Reds. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I can't help but be impressed with the way these guys have come into this series and just flat out handled their business. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't want to fully count out the other guys, but if the last 3 games are any indication of how this will play out, I think this series could be over really quick.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on MLB Network, and we'll have it all for you next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Cincinnati Reds.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. What do you have on this lineup as they go for a championship here on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Luis Castillo will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Big arm. This is a guy that when he learns to control the strike zone, particularly with his off-speed pitches, has a chance to improve in a short amount of time. Mid to high 90s fastball with a lot of movement. His breaking pitches need some refining, but if he takes that next step and starts to get that breaking stuff over, look out. This guy could get better really fast.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
Jonathan DR.
First offering on its way. Pops this one up. Peraza in foul ground, but this will land untouched.
First pitch, 7:07.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Popped up. Votto is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting first, the left fielder, Trey Mancini.
Here's the first pitch to him. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent and well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. We'll give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
First delivery to him on the way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's the spot right here early. Have to find a way. You're happy with one, but if someone can catch a gap, this game could get out of hand pretty quick.
And that's going to get down out there. And the run will score easily as the Orioles are off to a 1-0 lead.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gaffer right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Schebler shading to his right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Orioles 1, the Reds coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Andrew Kashner gets the ball with a world championship on the line. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's take a look at the right side of the infield today. Both of them have gold. One is the second baseman, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them. The other one to save runs for his infielders with dramatic picks and manipulating that bag.
Leading off for the Reds, the shortstop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Scooter John.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter. It's 1-1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike two. Cashner has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the... Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Cincinnati. It's the Orioles 1 and the Reds nothing. Digging in, Renato Nunez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Renato Nunez.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Line towards center field. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
In now, Cedric Mullins. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Great jump on that ball hit to the gap in right center field. A great diving catch. One of the better plays you'll see.
And that'll bring up Carlos Perez as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Comes set with the 0-1. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point. He was able to get a hit.
Standing in now, Andrew Cashner. Here's a pop-up now. Peraza is under it. Two gone. And he won't be able to get back to second. That's a double play, and very quickly now the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Orioles 1 and the Reds nothing. Leading off the inning, Eugenio Suarez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Third baseman, Eugenio.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. 0-2 the count to Suarez.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Now that's popped up. This is taken in by Trumbo, and there's out number 1. First pitch on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Bouncer up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. He's running. In there. Now the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Ready to to deliver the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the legs.
Well, this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Riding in once again, Jonathan Villar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So 1 gone for the shortstop, Alcides Escobar. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Kemp has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? So 2 men are gone now in the Baltimore 3rd, and that'll bring up the power hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. Here's the first pitch to him. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Ball and 2 strikes now. Two balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They lead it 1-0. At the plate, Tucker Barnhart as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Line toward the alley in left center. Mancini arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And there's ball 1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, you know, AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Stewart, and that retires the side. Reds are down in order. They're down 1-0. Digging in, Mark Trumbo. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, number 24.
At the plate, DJ Stewart. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And now a soft liner to the left side, but foul. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
And here's Renato Nunez. Here comes the first pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far.
Nope.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. A 2-1 count to Nunez. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
Stepping in now, Cedric Mullins, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. And that'll do it as Jeanette is at second base to record the force out. 1 left for the Orioles, but they're up 1-0. So stepping in, Scooter Jeanette, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters. Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Nunez scoops it up, and that's the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Joey Votto. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. But right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 66.
And now for the Reds, Yasiel Puig, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. comes set. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
That's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Dan, you were one pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby now.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Mullins giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. On to the top of inning number 5. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Leading off for the Orioles.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now at the plate, Carlos Perez. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the 1st inning of the start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
First pitch on its way. Pops this one up. Jeanette is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out. Into the box, Jonathan Villar. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ball 1. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Schebler is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Halfway home, all even at. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs. But he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1 and 2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Hit out towards second. And this will get through into right. And he's aboard with a single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Stewart moves over. He's got it 1 away. So here's the Reds pitcher, Luis Castillo, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Schebler leads off first with 1 away. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Nunez takes it in. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Reds leave 1. Coming to the plate now, Alcides Escobar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped up. Votto has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Next for the Orioles.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Schebler has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone! It's a solo home run off the bat of Mark Trumbo. His 3rd home run of this series, and the Orioles surge ahead 2-1.
Hitting a home run in the World Series is special at any point. Hitting a home run in the World Series that gives your team the lead, that's something to tell the grandkids about.
Now
into the box, DJ Stewart. As he'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Renato Nunez.
Ready once again, Renato Nunez. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Slow roller down the 3rd baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Soft liner to the left side. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Orioles get a run thanks to the long ball. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. 2-1 Baltimore. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit down the line at first. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Got him to go down swinging there. Scooter Gennett is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
In is Joey Votto now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. Sliced hard down the left field line. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Here's a pop-up now. Trumbo there to make the play, and there are 2 gone now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Comes set, the 0-1. Big swing by Puig, and a ball sent to deep left. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball, fouled away. Votto stands at second with 2 gone. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for Cincinnati. Our score remains 2-1. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. David Hernandez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 37, David Hernandez.
Stepping in, Cedric Mullins. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight.
Leading
0 for 2 at this point.
The center fielder, number 3.
First offering on its way. Lays off 1-0. Hit back toward the mound. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in once again, Carlos Perez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Barnhart waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 54.
Standing in now, the pitcher, Andrew Kashner. So with 2 away, they decide to let him hit instead of burning a pinch hitter. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Hernandez, a California-born ball player. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension. Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
The 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Looped out toward third. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire. At the plate, Matt Kemp, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The center fielder.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. Schebler even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you throw that high fastball.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Scott Schebler becomes out number 2 this inning. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. 1-1 to Tucker Barnhart. 2 out, nobody on. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Stewart is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're down 2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Michael Lorenzen's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
For Cincinnati.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Now playing center field and batting 9.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Swing and a line drive. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Alcides Escobar. And he pops it up. In there, a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Lorenzen, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Now another 1-2. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses 2-2. VR over at second. Escobar at first with no outs. High and deep to center field. Center fielder going back. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His 4th long ball of this series, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
What a piece of clutch hitting. This team is holding on to a slim lead, and he blows this thing wide open with a 3-run blast. That could be the nail in the coffin.
Lucas Sims is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 39, Lucas.
Mark Trumbo will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to left. Kemp has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. 3 runs already home here. Swing and a liner. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Now batting, third baseman, Renato Nunez.
Now batting, Renato Nunez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Stepping in now, Cedric Mullins. as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Line to the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman. Now at the plate, Carlos Perez. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And that's going to fall for a base hit. And he is safe at the plate as they open things further to 6-1 now. And he's safe.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out to left field. Kemp has a read on it, and the inning is over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Orioles 6 and the Reds 1. At the plate, Aristides Aquino. He's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Tanner Scott is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. He's set and the pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great.
And he'll get over to. Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, in his defense, he did have to go a long way to get there, but that's not the problem. The problem is once he arrives, he doesn't catch the dang ball. He knows as well as anybody that he should have brought that one in, and it's going to cost him an error, and we'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
The batter, number 3, second baseman,
So 1 away here in the Reds' half of the 8th. And up to hit next, a guy who's turned into a big-time RBI man, Scooter Gennett. A ball and no strikes.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
2 balls and a strike to Gennett. 1 out and a runner on second base. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Joey Votto is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more of Game 4 on MLB Network right after this. Ready now, Jonathan Villar. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Look at him jump all over that first pitch, using aggression to get himself a knock through the right side.
Standing in now, Alcides Escobar, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. The 1-0. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Stepping into the box, Trey Mancini. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Row, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Raisel Iglesias enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Into the box, Mark Trumbo. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and two.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hard hit at third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Reminded me of an old Vladimir Guerrero right there. The ability to nail a bad pitch consistently.
In now, DJ Stewart. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Stepping in now, Renato Nunez. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Yeah, man, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
In now for the O's, Cedric Mullins. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. He's set. Here it comes. And that swung on and missed for strike one. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Right side. Fielded by Votto. Throw will be the first for the second out, but meanwhile another run is in to score.
Probably had more of that with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
So coming to the plate, Carlos Perez. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Matt Bowman comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Scott will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and two away. From the stretch. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line, but this will be a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. Nope, sorry about that. They're saying it was short hop.
Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys hear the end of this one.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up, and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Standing in now, Alcides Escobar. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the second run will score as well.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they've posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Ready to take his hacks again, Trey Mancini, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. 8 runs already in this inning. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught onto their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Another 2-2 offering, and strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. Big inning for them, though, as they bat around and score 8 times to open up this lead even further. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The O's lead this thing 14-1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning with his guys in need of some 9th inning magic if they're going to force a game 5. Here's the first pitch. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter, and he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
In there, strike one. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in. And still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
And that is swung on and missed. And things are starting to look bleak here for the home nine. There are two away now. Stepping up now, Matt Kemp. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. Throw in time, and they are World Series champions.
Wow, World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter would have been doing it in front of the home crowd. But hey, they're not complaining, believe me. Now they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy home. What a moment for this team, this organization, and that city.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Great American Ballpark, 42,000.